There is a Wormtongue being used, Aerial Volley being used, and catches all of the armies of Isengard. Isengard losing all its command points. Welcome to Command Point Middle-earth. My name is Enrique Eckenbach, and today we're looking at Poero versus Mr.SmokK. Poero is the new number 2 player, rank 2 on the ladder, taking away the places from PBR and GhostBoy because GhostBoy is rank 3 now and PBR dropped down a list a bit further. Sola's also dropping down as we look at the ladder. First, before we get into the game on Iron Mountains. 1v1 arena. Abe still rank 1, played a few games yesterday. Rank 2 is Poero, and rank 3 GhostBoy. Most played Kardy with 169 nice games played. The hot streak, Poero, 12 wins. Not very weird that he is now the new current rank 2 player of the ladder with 12 wins without losing. Mustafa 10 wins and Conquai 5 wins. Conquai beating me a lot yesterday. I lost a lot of games yesterday. Giant Slayers, JorlDain versus Hasbula. He won against a 154 rated difference. Then we have Gate and Feanor being a 144 rated player. Gate again showing up. Gate is a incredible player that has been a menace for the top 10 even of players, and now Feanor was one of his victims. Very back and forth player. Gate. JorlDain against Greed. JorlDain is also a very good player. Unfortunately, he can't play most games, so he loses a lot of games as well, but he wins a lot of games against top players the same way. The climbers, we got The Chain, King and Maru climbing 96, 25 and 20 ranks. The Chain is a very strong player, so him being run rated 178, bit of a surprise. Then rivals, not very interesting. Maybe GhostBoy versus Poero. GhostBoy and Poero played a lot of games together, 3 games, but Mustafa and Steve 4 games, and then Paya and Mustafa 4 games. Mustafa playing a lot of games, obviously, with 10 wins without losing. Very impressive. Then the marathons, Phroxes and Bread. 1 hour and 30 minutes game. That is something. That is a big old game. And the map meta, no Shell of the Island, or not a lot of Shell of the Island or Forts of the Island. Today was Eastfall 10 games and Iron Mountains 9 games. I will be making a little bit more information, a little bit more input on the map meta. So if you are preparing tournaments or if you want to, meta game a little bit, you can see what maps are the most popular maps that are in Forts of Island. This is coming up on the room. Yesterday, extra news, we've been making some sort of tutorial list. It is 4 things that you can do if you are not a pro. Rule 1 is stay below 400 resources when you are in the first 5 minutes of the game. You should look for that. If you open a replay after a game, see if you ever go up above 400 resources, and then look why you go up 400 resources. Usually it's because you're microing a fight. First rule, do not cross that 400 limit line. The second rule, build your first 3 farms in a triangle. Maybe they should be different on the round. The third rule is stances. Make sure your archers are always on attack stance and your infantry always on defense stance. Later on you can figure it out. And the fourth rule, creeping is way more important than harassing. Now, obviously these rules will not win you every game, but these are fundamentals, these are the basics, and the more you get to know the game, the more you can diversify, the more you can adjust these rules. Maybe you should harass in some points, maybe you shouldn't harass, maybe you should float some money, maybe you shouldn't float some money. These are the rules, we're working on it, it's a work in process, but I notice a lot of new players have difficulty playing in arena, and I'm here to help. I really am, just as you guys, a new player, and this is my way of learning, and I know that people really appreciate it, so I am trying to help you out as well. But without further ado, let's get into the game. Poero versus Mr.SmokK. Welcome to the game, my name is Enrique, and this is Poero versus Mr.SmokK. Isengard is playing the yellow. There's a little bit of a skip in the game. We've been adjusting technical issues, most of it my problem. Already an opener with barracks and archery range, and I'm, as you heard, I'm not alone. I am here with Mr. Kardy, the most played player of the player with the most played games on the arena right now. Mr. Kardy, how are you doing this beautiful morning?
I am doing fine, man. I'm just hot. That's all I wanted to say.
You are just hot. Exactly. Every time you're in my stream, you're just asking one question. Are you hot? And I'm like, super hot, dude. It's hot, baby. It's hot.
It's hot, but
So let's look at the perspective of Man of the West. I love the Man of the West. I mean, you are more of a evil faction enjoyer, aren't you not?
yeah, I can enjoy any faction, but I prefer the evil factions. So yeah, true.
So what do you think about the opener of Mr.SmokK? Can you already tell something different, or is this pretty normal against Man of the West?
I think his opener is too passive.
Okay.
Because as Iceman, the Uruks are faster and stronger units than men. I prefer early pressure versus men because of the Uruks are just faster and stronger. So you can easily take 1 or 2 farms. I mean, not easily, but if you micro it well, you can have a good advantage in the early game. So that's how I prefer to play.
Okay, because Isengard is opting to go creeping, so he already got the Warg layer, is now sending his Uruk warriors to the top side for the Goblin layer. Meanwhile, wow, the soldiers took out the furnace, and pikes are taking the troll cage. So this is pretty much an advantage for the Isengard player, I think, because he got so many creeps. But on the other side, there's a lot of creeping to do as well, I think. No, man only got one Warg layer for his issues.
I think like he's creeping 3 creeps and he lost 2 farms. So right now the creeps are not an extra anymore. It's a compensate for the farm losses as well. So I think as Eisen, you should not play passive in the early game. I think you need big pressure and push with like two Uruk-hai battalions, swords. I think that's the best.
Yeah. Okay, because the Man of the West player now firmly taking the center of the map. They are pretty much in control of the
Yep.
map with all these units. Early hero, there's Wormtongue on the map. Is that it? Would you go early hero against Man of the West?
I think that's not bad, but I prefer Lurds first. But Pavuk is aka Smokey, is a very good player, so I assume he knows what he's doing. And Grima is not that bad.
Like I've never played
So
Grima. What is the purpose of Mr. Wormtongue? Like how would you play this hero? What is this?
he's like a sneaky hero, man. If you level him up, he can be really scary. If he's level 8, he can do corrode allegiance, and then he can like steal some of your army, dude.
Really?
Or yeah.
So it's like a priest in Age of Empires 2 that can convert other
I don't
units.
know Age of Empires that well, but he can for sure like do some crazy stuff if he's high level. And Grima is like an underrated hero. He can be really good if he's a high level.
There's Cav on the field. There's an opener for Mr. Poero. Is archery range, stable, and barracks. He has Cav and he's trampling a lot of these Uruk-hai. They probably did not get any farms done. This is a very good defensive measure. And then on the bottom side of the field, there's Black Orcs. Where did you get Black Orcs? Is that an in unit for Isengard?
Yo, what
It
happened?
is. You okay? Something happened?
Yeah, I heard Discord, man. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't hear anything in Discord.
Never mind, never mind.
Do you use in units a lot? Do you use Black Orcs?
I like Black Orcs. Oh, they're very strong units. I do like them, but you should don't get them too much, I guess. The Uruk-hais are also very strong.
It's a berserker out for Mr.SmokK. He's abusing this new leveled berserker from the patches. They are very powerful now. There's like a unique unit. They can be buffed now. They're not a hero class unit anymore. So there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages for having a berserker like this on the field. Do you use a lot of berserkers?
I don't, but I think I just forget about their existence, to be honest. But they're very strong, man. They're very strong, and if I face someone that makes berserkers, I do struggle. So you really have to micro to kill them. Yeah, I think it's a very good unit.
What is the counter to berserkers? Is it just trampling? On the left side, by the way, there's Wargs, Riders versus Knights of Gondor. I didn't really know this matchup too well. I played a lot of these. I do play Man of the West a lot, which is my only faction, but I feel like these knights are gonna lose to Howl and Warg Riders, are they not?
Yeah, Warg Riders are stronger. And by the way, to counter the berserkers, you need either trample or you need to focus them with archers. So you have to micro it. And wargs are a perfect counter for Cav, but I think Sharku at some point is even better to give a buff to the wargs as well.
Did you see the arrow volley, the defensive arrow volley as a level 10 power for Man of the West, destroying most of the armies of Isengard?
It was a very good volley. It was a very good volley.
I do not like this PowerPoint. Arrow volley is on the right side of your PowerPoint tree. That means it opens up only one of your 15 level, your third level PowerPoint, which is a 15 cost PowerPoint. And the value you get back can be very profitable, but most players can avoid this arrow volley.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very weak power in a very weak position.
The only moment I really like arrow volley is with Mordor. Now you have Call the Horde, but back then you had arrow volley. If you have a Black Rider and you use arrow volley, you can trample because he has to avoid it. Press X.
Right.
But that for men, I don't like arrow volley too much. Wildman summon. Okay.
See the Wildman Sun. Where's the Wildman Sun? Wait, maybe you're ahead of me.
In the middle.
Oh yeah, I see them now. Oh, maybe I'm a little bit behind your timing. But Wildman Sun has been dodged very. It didn't do any damage. Maybe lost one battalion of archers, Gondor archers, but the rest of the units kind of survived. There's no swordsmen, only pikemen on the field. Rowan peasants. This is a very strong attack by Mr.SmokK, and Mr.SmokK spotting the siege works.
That's counter. He's losing all units. Yeah, well defended by Poero, man. I swear.
Oh, the statue finishes. The statue finishes, turning the tide. This is a lot of leadership bonuses for the armies of Poero, and the Rangers turning the tide. This is a very, very well done defense by Poero, and the first Trebuchet is out and is now going to put some pressure on the Isengard player.
This is not looking good for SmokK right now, with the Trebuchet out and the Rangers.
What would you do against this if you are Mr.SmokK? What's your advice?
At this point, it's very hard. I would do what he is doing right now. So when he's forced to defend in the middle, the least thing you can do is try to harass farms with your wargs. So that's a good thing he does, I think. But I would get ballistas, and maybe if he has the eco for it, get Saruman to turn the tides. But now the arrow volley, dude. What the fuck, man? Did you see that?
Not yet. I'm not there yet. We're gonna see it in the next second. You are a little bit ahead of me. There is a Wormtongue being used, arrow volley being used, and catches all of the armies of Isengard. Isengard losing all its command points, went down to only 250 units worth of command points on the field against 730 from the Man of the West player. This shot completely turned the game, and
the arrow volley was a game deciding volley.
So powerful, a lot of ranges, an attack from the Warg Riders trying to defend the base and attacking the Trebuchets. Trebuchets are targeting Isengard's fortress, but even the Warg Riders cannot attack the Trebuchets because the ranges are so powerful. Poero showing, lightning strike being used to defend, and Man of the West needs to retreat and regroup, losing a lot of units to this attack and the defenses of Isengard. But there's no production buildings on the field, and the siege is still there. Upgraded trebuchets with firestones. Yeah, like you said, this is a very, very interesting choice by Poero, just not choosing to buy any heroes and purely creating infantry units and a little bit of cav to dominate this game. A very strong performance by Poero. So what do you think about Poero not
Poero
going
played it
heroes?
very good. He played it very textbook. Rangers, some cav. He did it very good. And the arrow volleys really paid off a lot. Twice.
Would you now go early Trebuchet from now on, just getting the Trebuchets out?
No. Early Trebuchet is a very greedy decision, but it paid off for Poero. But I would not recommend it always, you know, it depends on how the game goes. Early Trebuchets is most likely to finish the fort of the enemy. Early.
So it's not really against armies and making it difficult to fight army versus army, but it is more like just destroy.
I would say it's for, yeah, it's a greedy decision. It's for ending the game early on. But if you know you are ahead a lot, you can easily make them without, yeah, feeling the pain of it or getting punished for it. But I think if you are ahead all game, you can easily make them. But if you are behind, it's not a good decision, I think.
Yeah, well, we saw Mr.SmokK playing Poero, Poero winning the game against Mr.SmokK, the Isengard player. You might see the stats showing the Elven emblem. That's my bad. It should have been the Man of the West emblem. But Mr. Kardy, what was the deciding moment where you thought like, okay, this is a good moment for Poero to do trebuchets? He felt safe. What could Mr.SmokK have done different in this game?
100%. If you are Eisen versus man, in my opinion, you need to be aggressive in the early, because Eisen has stronger and faster units, and they cost 300 per sword Uruk high, and for men it's 250, which is basically the same, little different, and the units are just way stronger and faster than men. So you have to be offensive in the early, I think. Like just push with 1 or 2 battalions and try to get a few farms. I think the wargs didn't pay off enough. So what? Yeah, those things probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, thank you, man, for joining me in this in the cast. We had a great game, and
Anytime.
thank you for your insights, man. I can ask you some questions about the matchup. It's also very educational for me to learn a little bit about the insights of the Isengard mind, and of a pro player like yourself. I consider you a very good player. I mean, you're not maybe top 20, but at the moment, but you were at some point.
I'm not
So
a pro player, dude. I'm not even close. I'm just a medium plus, maybe good sometimes. That's it.
so humble of yourself to say, but at least you're better than I am and most of my viewers, I'm assuming. So yeah, thank you for the game. This has been Mr.SmokK and Poero. Let's take a look at the ladder. This is what the ladder looks like at the end of yesterday, the Thursday, 29th of January. We got Awihawe first, then some differences. Poero and GhostBoy second and third, PBR fourth, the Ritter fifth, Andy 6th, and then we got the Another Dragon, Solas. Solas dropping a few games, still a dragon, but I think he's trying some new stuff and testing some new ideas, which is a very, very smart thing to do, but it may lose you some spots in the ladder. Then we have The King, 8th, May Shadow 9th, Mr.SmokK, we just saw play, is 10th, Irner 11th, Empire 12th, Goethe 13th, SPQR 14th, Charizard 15th, Gimli 16th, Nuage 17th, Don Pepita, our hyena, the man of the West, the lover, he is 18th in the top 20 as a hyena. That is very, very well done. 19th is Thor, and Eternal or Atty is the T-Rex on the 20th place. Real Potato, another hyena, 21st. Maybe he can push himself into the 20th, in the top 20 one of the days. He is doing a very good job. He's really improving a lot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to his progress. This has been Command Point Middle Earth. My name is Enrique, and I'll see you on the ladder. If you like this video, and if you think this daily idea is pretty awesome to get a little bit of update of the ladder and arena in Battle of Middle Earth, feel free to follow the channel and like the channel, like this video, subscribe to Command Point Middle Earth for more videos, and I will see you on twitch.tv if you want to follow the making of and the production of these videos.